Hi everyone, how's life? And welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm in Abu Dhabi in the UAE, and as you can see I'm currently standing in front of one of their newest attractions here, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. So let's go inside and check it out. SeaWorld Abu Dhabi opened in May of 2023, so it's only been open for about 6 to 7 months. I'm currently here in November of 2023, and yeah, this is the entrance of it. As you can see, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, you've got loads of blue going on. They do also have a couple of rides. You can see one of their roller coasters over there. It is a very hot day here. Thankfully, as far as I know, most of the attraction is actually indoors, apart from a little bit of the roller coaster, which you can see there behind me, because the UAE generally is a very, very hot country. So outdoor attractions just wouldn't really work. Here's a closer look at the roller coaster, which should be hopefully going on at some point today. It says, what will you discover tomorrow? Exciting. By the way, I'm filming this on a Friday, and apparently it's not very busy. It does tend to get very busy on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, but as you can see, even the roller coaster doesn't seem to be running often. I did see it go past about maybe 5-10 minutes ago, but yeah, it's not very constant. And even the entrance of it, there's a couple of people there taking photos, but it's not as busy as, you know, I expected it to be or thought it would be based on other theme parks that I've been to around the world. So there you go, this is the entrance, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. Let's head in. Here you go, we've just come through. They did some bag checks there on the way through manually. And this is the first thing you see once you come through. They do have escalators as well as lifts, thankfully, so even if you have some mobility issues, you can take the lift. So here we are. This is the ticketing area, so if you don't book online, which I would advise to book online because it just makes your life a bit less stressful, this is what we did. But if you want to book your tickets at the attraction itself, you can do so. I think it's a little bit more expensive if you don't book online, so again, if you can book it online, it just means that you won't have to stress about it. Having said that though, because we're here on a Friday and it's just not very busy, even if we were to buy our tickets here, in terms of the queue, there's like 2 people waiting to get tickets, so we wouldn't have to worry about queue waiting times at all, which is great. I'm enjoying the music they're playing. The actual entrance is over there, which is what we're gonna go now. But also, fun fact for you, I've actually never been to any SeaWorld before. This is my very first SeaWorld ever, even though I've been to Florida quite a few times. I've never gone to SeaWorld there. I don't know, it's just never been something that's interested me. However, with this SeaWorld opening not so long ago and what I've heard about it and the photos and everything, it's just something that I was very curious about to come and check out. And from my understanding, this is also meant to be the biggest SeaWorld out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is meant to be the biggest. Some of the photos I've seen of some of the aquariums are huge, so it'll be very interesting to check it out. Anyway, we've got our tickets, as you can see. They look adorable. We've also got a SeaWorld Yas Island Abu Dhabi Park Guide, and if you want to see the prices for the tickets, hopefully you can see the conversion to British pounds as well, so you can see how much they are. They're roughly about, I want to say, 70-80 pounds. Anyway, we have just come through, and here we do have a little information board with some of the shows they've got going on here. Rocky Point Amphitheatre, sea lion presentation, dolphin presentation, etc. And then this is what we see at first. There you go, SeaWorld, what we see. I don't know why I make myself lol, but it looks cool, pretty cool. Theming already I feel like I'm quite impressed with, but I know we haven't actually seen anything yet really. All the main attractions we're going to be seeing in a bit once we fully go inside. Here there seems to be a show already. Discover Abu Dhabi's strong tradition for pearl diving, and something seems to already be going on. Not sure if I'm going to focus on the shows much necessarily. I really want to just mainly kind of have an overview of this park, this theme park, which is all indoors, by the way. I'm not sure if I even mentioned it. If you are interested in this show though, it's actually called A Pearl Diver's Life, and it's on 4 times a day, 10:45 starting and then 4:15 p.m. From my understanding though, it seems to be more catered towards children. There's quite a lot of families here with children watching this show at the moment. I mean, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's obviously educational. You get to learn a lot about sea diver's life in Abu Dhabi. It's a fun way to start your journey here at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, but personally for me it's not something that I'm interested in, so I'm going to skip it and continue our journey. We are now heading to the next part, which is called One Ocean, and already I feel like some of the things that I've heard about this SeaWorld are starting with the beauty of the aquariums around us. It's like almost like we're walking under a bridge of loads of fish. It is beautiful. There you go. This is fun. This is like a little archway of fish and sea life animals on top of us, I suppose, as we continue making our journey. Okay, well, it seems we have now come to the grand entrance, the main entrance, if you will, of SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. It's got the earth spinning around over there, really cool projections all around this area as well. So that's really cool to see. As you can see, we've still got the ceiling, there's some merchandise which maybe we will check out later on, but this seems to be like the spot for photos. So actually check out my Instagram if you want to see a couple of photos of me, hopefully, from this visit to SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. There's a restaurant there, and then I think what happens is that all around this area, as you can see, there are different sections that you can go and visit. There's endless ocean over there, micro ocean over there, some treats, and then so on and so forth, tropical ocean, Rocky Point. So I think these are the different areas that we're hopefully going to be discovering and exploring today on our visit here. But I'm really enjoying just the vibe of this area specifically, with the music playing. It seems very relaxing. I quite like that it's not very busy, but it's also not too quiet, like it's not empty. There are people around. It's you know, it's got some life to it, but it also is not like super busy. So there you go, there's the globe behind me. I'm trying to figure out which of these little sections to start off with. I think what makes sense is to just maybe either go clockwise or anti-clockwise, but I think I'm actually going to go clockwise, because on the other side I've spotted a place that says Polar Ocean. It's intriguing to me. And bear in mind again, if you've forgotten already, I've never been to any SeaWorld before, so you know, I can't compare this to any of the SeaWorlds out there in the US. This is also meant to be the very first SeaWorld outside the US, so there's no SeaWorld in Europe, there's no SeaWorld anywhere else, but now they finally have one in Abu Dhabi. So if you have been to the SeaWorlds in the US, let me know so far, how does this compare to the ones that you've been to? To me, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. This area in particular, I feel like it's so nice with the aircon, with the blues around us, the projections I feel like are very well done. We've got some more of the schedules for the presentations over here. Let's have a look at the map actually. SeaWorld Abu Dhabi looks very big. Loads of theatres. I do want to try and get on that coaster as well, hopefully at some point in the day, but yeah, let's start with the Polar Ocean. So the first animals that we have seen, I suppose, apart from some of the fish that we saw earlier, are the penguins. You might be able to see some just there behind me. This place is freezing, by the way. They've really tried to kind of, I guess, duplicate the environment that penguins would need to live in comfortably and be happy in. You can kind of hear, oh my god, there's one over here! There is one over here! There's so many of them. You can hear them. It is cold. Like there's a little door, a sliding door that you have to go through to come here, and every single person's reaction once they came was, oh my god, it's freezing. I'm currently freezing. It's very rare that you see me freezing. I tend to be more of a, oh, it's hot kind of person, but yeah, it is absolutely freezing. We're literally in Antarctica at the moment. So the penguins were beautiful, very cute. Did anybody watch Pingu when you were young? Because I used to love it as a child. Still think it's cute, but it was freezing. Like, I just hope I'm not gonna get a cold or anything, because it was freezing and I probably spent about 10 minutes in there. But even here, after you've left you can see the penguins here, even if you don't go out, like if you feel like it's gonna be too cold, but you still wanna see the penguins, don't worry, there are plenty of opportunities to see them. There's so many of them just swimming around over here. They come from time to time. There you go, you can see them. So yeah, this is all indoors now. The temperature's a lot better, a lot more bearable. No longer as cold. You've got glass here. And it's stunning. It's stunning the way they've designed it. No matter where you go, so far we've been here for about an hour, there's always at least one animal. Generally a lot more that you just see around them. Even there, there's this whole big aquarium with loads and loads of penguins swimming constantly, and you can also go down and watch them from down below if you wish to. Oh my god, look, there's so many of them. Lord have all the mercy. But with that being said, it is currently probably time to get some food. We have come across a restaurant here which looks intriguing. I feel like that's my word of the day. and it's about 1 p.m, so we might grab something to eat. This restaurant is called The Catch and looks fairly empty, so hopefully it should be easy to grab something to eat. It seems to be mainly seafood here, which makes sense with it being called The Catch. And I think we're going to go for 2 dynamite shrimp tempuras with fries. They are 59 AEDs each. We have grabbed a table. We ordered 2 dynamite shrimps and also got 2 hot chocolates as well, because honestly, still cold, but yeah, I'm not going to complain anymore. Very cool area as well, even for this the dining area. You can see some of the fish, and I think there's penguins as well going past. So in terms of the theming of the restaurant, the actual location so far, very good job, and I'm looking forward to some food as well. And just like that, our food has arrived. Well, our little buzzer buzzed and I had to go and collect them. But as I mentioned, dynamite shrimps with some fries. They look really good, to be fair. And yeah, we've still got our hot chocolates as well, so bon appetit. Let's try some of the dynamite shrimp. Smells good. Tastes really good as well. I'm a big fan of dynamite shrimp, by the way. It's a big thing here in the Middle East and in the UAE especially, and I'm a huge fan of it. So yeah, quality of food so far I would say is really good. We're gonna enjoy this and then continue with our adventure. Lunch was really good. I thought I would quickly show you the map as well whilst we're here. So we are currently in Antarctica, and we've done more or less everything here. You can see everything that they have in Antarctica. We're currently in The Catch, which is the restaurant. We've seen the penguin habitat. There's the penguin play area, which is actually over there. It's for children. It's quite nice. And I think where we really want to go now is the tropical ocean. So this is a roller coaster that's outside. I'm going to kind of save that to last, I think. We're going to walk from here, go past the globe again, go to the other side. The tropical ocean is where they have loads of things. So you can see the dolphin habitat, flamingo point, rainforest, loads of warm, nice things, hopefully. Hopefully we'll make a nice change from the cold that we just experienced. Before we head over to the next land though, I thought we'd check out the shop they have here in Antarctica very briefly, because I'm presuming some of the items you can only find in certain shops. So this shop sells quite a lot of penguin things, as you would imagine. That's quite a lovely penguin photo frame, a penguin snow globe. We've got a couple of t-shirts over here. This one's got a couple of penguins on it, a mother penguin and a child. It says Abu Dhabi SeaWorld. Very sweet. And this one is 125 dirhams. So yeah, a quite small shop, but seem to have cute things. And of course they have some of these. This looks a bit like Nemo. We have some of these like bubble machines that are very popular in most theme parks around the world. I love this dolphin one. Very fun. And then some more generic SeaWorld merch as well. SeaWorld, vintage quality, authentic Abu Dhabi. There's a SeaWorld t-shirt, there you go. Actually, there's got quite a few things here. So I presume what we saw initially with the penguin was what you would find mainly in this land, but then this is more of the stuff that you would probably find around all the shops in SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. So there you go. I've picked up this jumper and I absolutely adore not only the quality of it, it's very soft, the color of it is lovely, and I love the logo as well. It just says SeaWorld Abu Dhabi in the middle, so I'm probably going to buy this. It's probably going to be the only thing I get, but we'll wait and see. How cute is this little plush of a penguin wearing a SeaWorld Abu Dhabi Yas Island jumper? It's adorable. It's also extremely soft, so if you're looking for more like toys and plushes, don't worry, they've got you covered as well. I'm going to put this back because I'm not going to be buying this. And they also have reusable SeaWorld Abu Dhabi tote bags. Even more plushes here. Lord have all the mercy. Oh, this is sweet. There's a little star that says SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. Some big penguins, some little penguins. Loads of sea life animals. Oh my god, this is so nice. Okay, I'm not going to buy a lot, hopefully. I'm literally going to stick to that one jumper. But SeaWorld Abu Dhabi with penguin. This is a lovely mug. Price-wise, does it say the price? I'm not finding a price, but I don't imagine it to be very expensive. Oh, I'm trying to convince myself to get this, but I also know that I don't need it. What to do? I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it, but it's a nice mug, right? Leave a comment down below and say that you're proud of me for not buying it. Oh Lord have mercy, this is also so beautiful. SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, and look at this mug. I think I actually prefer this one to the other one, like the colors of it. Oh my god, this is stunning. Oh, I can't promise I'm not going to buy this, guys. And please don't leave a comment saying, Sam, you should have bought it. Buy whatever you want, because I don't need that. I know what you're like. Anytime I go somewhere and I try to convince myself not to buy something, most of you guys put comments down below saying, you should have got it, just treat yourself. No, I do not need to treat myself. But they have so many cute things, and I am bad with merchandise, as you guys probably know. Anyway, we're going to be leaving the shop soon, but I thought I would show you this very quickly too. It's almost like it's not Barbie. It's like a Barbie-esque SeaWorld animal care specialist with dolphins. That's cool. A very fun little toy for children. Different types of Barbies, or I guess Barbie-like dolls as well. These notebooks are cute. There's little very happy shark ones, and they've also got some bags down there. Something is going on here. The screen work is pretty amazing. So we've just left the Antarctica area. Next we've got the Arctic area, and we're probably just gonna quickly go through because honestly this place is much bigger than the map was showing me, I feel like. Also, I know those are the comments are going to be probably mentioning my nose that had a bit of a chocolate from the hot chocolate on it in the last few clips. So probably when I was talking about merchandise and you telling me that I should, you should be proud of me for not buying merch, most of you were thinking, Sam, who cares about you not buying merch? You've got chocolate on your nose. Don't worry, I noticed, now it's gone. This is so cool. There's a sea lion over there. We call them fox in Persian, and I think it's the same word in French as well, correct me if I'm wrong. But this whole area, again, very well themed. I'm not sure what that red thing is on the back. I don't know if it's a thing that people can go into. I don't know if it's a restaurant or if it's just kind of there for one of their shows. But yeah, huge areas, by the way, for all these animal locations. Look at that one swimming. I'm gonna try and follow him a little bit because it's so quiet. I can't. Oh, he's just gone under there. So will he come out from another side perhaps? I'm not sure. Lord have all the mercy. Look at the size of him. There's one just casually sleeping here. I relate to you, darling. I wish I could just spend my whole days relaxing and sleeping here. This place is awesome. I feel a little bit like a child. It's been so long since I've been so up close, I guess, to sea animals. And the way they've, designed the area, their habitats, I mean, I feel like it's, very nicely done, very well themed, and it's just so cool to see all the animals just swimming and some of them sleeping, like that big one. I relate. And some of the little sea lions, you can see one over there, actually have some toys and games and slides to play with as well. Looks very fun. But with that being said, I think we're going to now enter the tropical ocean where we're going to potentially see some dolphins. So that's where we just came from. That's the polar ocean that we were just in, and now we're in the tropical area. Now it's very nice and warm, even though we are still indoors, so it's not uncomfortably hot. But this is a nice little playground area for children to play at. There seems to be a lot more going on there, which we're going to check out later. There also seems to be a ray touch pool over here. It says, wash your hands, use 2 fingers to touch the rays. Remember to have fun. And this is the area of the ray pool over here. Again, quite big. Oh, look at this one. Oh my God, they look beautiful. They seem to be so many different variations of them. There's some smaller ones. This one's a leopard print one. This seems to be a bit more generic. They also just have some fish hanging about as well. So yeah, there's a staff member here. We're going to go and see if we can touch them.
Yes, that's a leopard ray or Himantura. We call them, they are different, the reticulated rays. Okay. We have quite a number of them. So they're called cow nose.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. No, I can see that. No, I can see it.
Let's try the eagle ray. Come here, you can touch it on top. Touch this guy.
He's so soft!
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do this?
Yeah. So when it comes around, just lower your hand.
Okay. Where are they? That was so much fun. They are legitimately so soft, like a kind of softness that I've never felt before, apart from when years and years ago I got to swim with dolphins. This is like, I think in 2015, the very first time I went to Florida, and they were also quite soft, but I didn't get to touch the dolphins the way I touched the rays here, I guess. I know that sounds very weird, but they were very soft, and the staff member who was with them, who taught us exactly how to do it, very kind, very fun, very friendly. So yeah, it was a very fun experience. By the way, if you want to feed the rays, you can also do so if you don't want to just touch them but feed them. That would cost you 29 dirhams. So lo and behold, we did end up purchasing some, I think they look like shrimps or prawns, to feed the rays. We're going to have the instructor here tell me exactly how to do it, and hopefully I'll be able to feed them all of this. So how do I feed him?
Okay, you put the shrimp between your fingers like this, then the ray will come and suck your finger like this, the food, and give you a kiss like this.
Okay. Hopefully I'll be okay. Now
You will be. This is all normal. Look at this.
Okay, and it doesn't matter which way. Oh, look at them.
So you just lower your hand so that they don't splash.
Okay. I've never done this before, and I'm a little bit scared. Just like this?
Yes, just to make sure there's more food on top.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, okay.
Then lower your hand like this. Just lower like this, like this. Okay, they are splashing. You can just pause. I think many of them are coming.
Okay.
Deeper.
Oh, one of them took it. Okay. That was stressful. I'm not gonna, that was stressful.
Don't be stressed.
Okay.
And that was good.
I hope you guys heard it. The sound they make is phenomenal. Last one. Oh no! Did you see what the other one? I'm sorry, I hope they find it. The big ray came and just like got it out of the other one's hand. But there you go, that was me feeding the rays. Now another thing they have in this area right next to the ray pool where we just fed the rays is manta. And manta is actually, I just checked with the instructor here, incredibly kind person. I think his name was Fanny. This is the roller coaster. This is the entrance to the roller coaster, and I think we might as well just do it now. I don't think I can film on this, but I'll try and show you as much as I can. And then a little bit further out, we're going to be hopefully be able to see some actual mantas as well. But yeah, the roller coaster here, Manta, is meant to be the main or the only really big ride here. Everything else is more tamer rides, attractions, little things. So far, in fact, the roller coaster is the only ride I've seen. This SeaWorld, unlike some of the US ones, I believe is more focused on the animals and the habitats rather than rides. Maybe they'll add some rides later on, but for now Manta's the main roller coaster, so let's go on it. And there we have it. We are now downstairs on level 2. We were on level 3 before. Behind me, some water. There was some games as well for adult children alike. You can win loads of cute water sea plushes. But yeah, this is the area for Manta, the big roller coaster here. From what I've heard, the roller coaster is actually meant to be very, very good. I've heard it's very smooth. It does go upside down, but I've heard people compare it to the Velocicoaster in Universal Studios in Florida, which I've not been to yet. I've been to Universal Studios, but I haven't been in a few years, so I've not had a chance to go on Velocicoaster yet. So I don't know if I'll be able to compare it to anything, but we'll see. So this is the entrance of it. This is what the seats look like. The seatbelt seems to be not one that comes over the shoulders actually, so that looks quite comfortable. And yeah, there's a tester seat. You can try it out if you want to make sure that you fit comfortably. And yeah, we're gonna go in. So like I said, there's no filming unfortunately on the Manta, so I'm just gonna go. Hopefully there's not really much of a queue, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. I'll let you know what it's like afterwards. See you then.
All your loose items, including cameras and cell phones, in the storage box before riding. Loose items are not permitted on the ride.
جد الحرص على تأمين متعلقاتكم الشخصية.
And join the current, following the Manta squadrons at high speeds. It will be extraordinary.
Who are pregnant, who have known heart conditions, or suffer from high blood pressure. Guests with broken limbs, or who have back or neck problems.
Hi, how are you?
This ride is not recommended for.
Just one person. Is there any way for my phone to put someone in the locker? Or?
Yeah, you can put it on the other side.
Okay, thank you. I can sit anywhere. I can sit on this next, wherever you want me to. I can sit here. It's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll just put it on the other side. Yes. Well, I am off the ride of Manta, the roller coaster. Firstly, It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I was giggling my way through it. Initially, I don't know, I always get a little bit scared when I go on a new roller coaster or a big ride that I've never been on before. So initially I was like, oh, just before I was, you know, before it started, and I was, because I'm a single rider, I went on my own. I was sat next to a lovely girl called Sumaya, I think, and we ended up chatting. Really fun person to be next to. So if you watch this, Sumaya, actually, hi. She was lovely. She was telling me that she's been to Ferrari World and she's been on like the fastest roller coaster in the world, which is in Ferrari World next door here in Abu Dhabi as well. I've never been to the Ferrari World before. Maybe I will though. So she said that compared to that one, she thinks this will be okay, but it was also her first time, and so she didn't know what to expect, so she was also a little bit nervous. It kind of started off just kind of going through some aquariums. We got to see some fish and, you know, sea animals, and then we were gone. And once it started, it was just continuously fast throughout the whole thing. Towards the end it got faster. There was like another burst of energy. Beforehand I asked one of the people working here, and they said there's like, I think 3 turns or 3 times that you go upside down, but it felt like there was at least 6 or 7. There was twists, there were actual like loops, there was a lot going on, but it was so smooth that I didn't really feel sick. And generally I do sometimes tend to feel a bit motion sick when I go on rides, but this was so good. And I didn't wait long either, and I just had such a great experience. I would so happily go on again, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it now because we've only got a few more hours. I want to try and see some more things. But it was so good. This has given me hope about Velocicoaster as well. If it is indeed very similar to what Velocicoaster is like in Universal Studios Orlando, which is what I've heard some other people say, then Velocicoaster must be phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? Because this was one of the first roller coasters I've been on where the loop, like as you saw, the loop didn't come from your shoulders. It just comes from your sides basically, but it's still very secure, don't worry. But that meant that the actual ride seat was also extremely comfortable. Like I didn't feel uncomfortable at all. Like my head wasn't banging everywhere. My earrings felt very, you know, nice and secure and safe, so that was really good. Well, it's about 10 minutes later and I've just come off Manta for the second time. Such a good ride. Such a good ride. There was literally like no wait time. It's a walk on, and so I thought, why not? Might as well do it one more time just to kind of get more of a feel for it. Still as smooth as the first time. Still love it. Still think it's a fantastic roller coaster, and like I said, my personal first experience of such a smooth kind of new roller coaster, because I've not been on Velocicoaster yet or any other ride similar to this. The Manta at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi is fantastic. It's about 3 minutes long. It has so many twists and turns. There's so much airtime, guys, like a lot of air times. I went on Toutatis in Parc Astérix in France a few months ago. You can check out my vlog for that as well. It's another theme park, second most popular theme park in France. And Toutatis was also quite extreme, and it was very smooth, but that one was a little bit too extreme for me, but you get loads of airtime there. You also get so much airtime here at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi on the Manta roller coaster, and it's really good airtime. The fact that you obviously mainly indoors and suddenly get to go out and kind of feel the fresh, very hot air is amazing. Oh, it was so good. It was so good, guys. I highly recommend it. If you're coming to SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, or if you're a big thrill seeker, if you're a big roller coaster lover, just come and go on the ride. Honestly, I feel like it's worth the admission price for that alone. Yeah, it was really good. We have come across butterfly? No, something? It is a butterfly, isn't it? It's not currently moving though. It's a giant butterfly. It's a bit scary. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving its feathers. These flamingos behind me are so noisy, but also so beautiful. Can you hear them? I don't think I've ever been so close to this many flamingos before. I love them. There's something about them. I don't know if like it's just their very tall legs, just their posture, the way they move. I find them quite majestic. Okay, they remind me a little bit of giraffes. Let me know if that makes sense to you at all, or if I'm just talking nonsense, but look at them. It looks so lovely. We just made a quick stop because I spotted this, which looks phenomenal. I love just the way it comes, the way it's presented. Also, this is meant to be a green tea matcha roll. That's what it was called. It's a little treat. We're going to share it. But yeah, I've become a big green tea lover since I went to Japan a few months ago. And this just looks so appealing. The only thing I don't like about this is the little strawberry on top. So I'm not going to eat that. But look, it looks to be like a bit of a mermaid tail perhaps. Anyway, I thought I would try it. I'll let you know what I think. But we're in this little restaurant which is like it looks to be like a buffet canteen style place. This is where I got it from. Kind of right opposite to where the flamingos were. So it smells really nice here actually. They seem to have loads of different actual like food items as well. You know, seems to be some Indian flavors over here. Those are the treats, as you can see, if you don't want to get the one that I got. The one on the right is the green tea matcha one, but they seem to have like a chocolate one, a fruity one. You can see all of them and their prices over there. The one that we got is 24 dirhams, and it just looks adorable. And actually, I think, you know, it kind of does look very similar. You know how oftentimes a food item will not look exactly like the photo advertises it as? Leave a comment down below, what do you guys think? I think this looks pretty similar. Hopefully it will taste nice as well. We are about to go and watch a dolphin presentation now at 5 p.m. It's currently about 10 minutes before 5, so hopefully we should be able to get a good space. So we've got our seats. You might be able to hear some drummers. They're trying to hype the crowd and it's working. The area feels a little bit like Fantasmic in Hollywood Studios. But yeah, the dolphin show should be starting in about 5 minutes time. We've got quite a central view as well. Hopefully it should be really fun.
behaviors that you might also see in the ocean.
Left now, and we're heading into One Ocean. I think it's one of the last places that we haven't actually explored yet. And look at that! We're back into the globe area with the planet Earth over here, all the projections. I think because there's only about 20 minutes left now until SeaWorld closes, they're doing some kind of show perhaps in this main area, in this One Ocean centerpiece of SeaWorld. Very cool, look at that! Can you see the turtle there? It's literally just, it's flying. It's a sea turtle, but it's just kind of swimming above the crowds. I don't think I've ever seen something like this. These are the type of shows I actually enjoy. I prefer these to the animal shows, because sometimes with the animal shows I feel a little bit uncomfortable, but this is amazing. I touch every stream, I touch I am constant and changing, mighty and marine. The sun reflecting Well, that was stunning. I would highly advise watching this show, whatever it was called. I'm not actually sure. We just, happened to stumble upon it on our way to Abu Dhabi Ocean, which is where we really wanted to check out as one of the last things. In fact, I think it's going to be the last thing that we see before we leave. I just feel like considering we're in Abu Dhabi, it just makes sense to check out the Abu Dhabi Ocean part of SeaWorld Abu Dhabi as well. But so far, everything we've seen has been really cool in that show. Really amazing too. But yeah, let's go and check this one out. I think it might just be, by the looks of it, so far I'm just seeing loads of projections on the ceiling, nothing else, but we'll see. And as it happens, this is just the exit anyway. We've already been to Abu Dhabi Ocean, so that was where we kind of started. So we've actually seen almost everything that we wanted to. So there you go, more or less it's goodbye time to SeaWorld Abu Dhabi now. So it is about 10 minutes past 6 p.m. SeaWorld Abu Dhabi has officially closed, although there are still some people around, as you can see. I am now filming on my phone, so apologies for the drop in quality. There might be a bit of a drop in my audio, especially all my batteries I've already used now for my camera. But I wanted to give you just some quick final thoughts on SeaWorld Abu Dhabi in case you are coming to visit or if you're thinking of coming. For me, as somebody who has never been to any other SeaWorlds, I obviously didn't have anything to compare this to. I do know a little bit about SeaWorld in Florida because I've watched other vloggers, there's vlogs on it, and I feel like this is quite different. Again, please let me know if you have been to SeaWorld in the US, any of them, or if especially the one in Orlando. From what I showed you, how does this compare? Have you been to this one? I would love to hear your thoughts. Has this made me want to go and explore other SeaWorlds around the world? No, I don't think so. SeaWorld has never really been my thing, but because I had heard such exciting things about this particular SeaWorld here in Abu Dhabi, and I've seen some photos and it just really intrigued me. I didn't come to Abu Dhabi specifically for SeaWorld or anything. I just happened to have a free day. I was already here and I thought, why not check it out? We spent probably about 6 or 7 hours here, but we took it quite chill. My plan or my aim wasn't to do everything or anything. I just wanted to just take it at my own pace, have a look at things that I thought would be interesting for somebody my age, for my interests, and hopefully for you as well, and show those to you. And I had a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. Apologies for the shakiness. So yeah, I liked the day that I had. I thought it was a really fun day. I thought it was worth it for what we paid. I love roller coasters, and Manta was fantastic. I went on it twice, both times really good. It's extremely fast, by the way. It's like a huge thrill ride. Do not go on it if you don't like rides that are very thrilling. I can't remember if I told you, but I even had to take my I'm wearing sandals. I don't know if you can see or not. These are the shoes I'm wearing, and I was told that I have to take them off. You were not allowed anything on you, phones, etc. You had to put them in a locker, and even like I said, my sandals, because it's very fast, it's very thrilling. It goes so fast, especially towards the end. So unless you're a huge thrill seeker, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for you, but you probably already knew that. Yeah, I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy, but these are my thoughts. I'm glad I came. I'm glad I got to experience a SeaWorld, finally, the very first SeaWorld outside of the US. The newest one, I suppose. It only opened in May of 2023, so only about 7-8 months ago. The projections are so cool though, in the middle area. Bear in mind, they really just don't have that many rides. It is mainly about the theming, the projections, the animals. I thought the merchandise here was fantastic. The food quality, actually, let me tell you, we had something else from the place where I got the matcha roll, which by the way was fantastic. The one with the little mermaid tail, it was beautiful. I can't remember if I mentioned it. That was really tasty. But also from that same place we got something to share, like a little doll. It's an Indian dish, you might have heard of it. It's an Indian vegetarian, sometimes vegan dish, and it was delicious. It was so good. The quality of it was like something that you would get from a very good Indian restaurant. Generally speaking, I felt like whatever food that we had was really good quality. The merchandise, I didn't get to show you everything obviously, but generally they all seemed cool. There was a good variety of things for adults, for children. Prices were decent. Yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. I have repeated myself a million times, and I'm so sorry again about the quality of this. I did not expect to be filming as much as I did. That's why my camera is no longer, juicy. Doesn't have any battery left. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram if you would like to. Yeah, I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today. I enjoyed vlogging it. It was something a bit different. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.